Hey, everybody, this is Jonathan Ogden, and you're listening to the What's Bruin Show.
Hey, Bruin fans, this is David Singleton, and you're listening to the What's Bruin Show. Go Bruins.
Hey, this is Wayne Cook, and you're listening to What's Bruin Show.
Hey, guys, it's Chris Johnson, UCLA national champion. I need y'all to listen to the What's Bruin Show. These dudes are off the hook.
This is Maurice Jones-Drew, and you're listening to the What's Bruin Show.
You're listening to the What's Bruin Show, part of the What's Bruin Show network, with your hosts, Jake Berryfield and Mike Regalado, and occasionally some friends, talking all things UCLA sports. And now, it's time for the What's Bruin Show.
Well, hello, and welcome to What's Brewing. I am your host, Jake Merrifield, and it is a wonderful day of celebration. Happy Easter to all of you. And let's go UCLA women's basketball, who have won the national title.
Go Bruins, right? Go Bruins. Go Bruins, right? What's up?
Go Bruins.
Go Bruins.
Go Bruins.
Go Bruins. This is outstanding. They end up outscoring South Carolina in the first three quarters to blow the game open and kind of coast to the end in the fourth quarter. And it's just a wonderful, wonderful day for UCLA women's basketball, getting their first NCAA title, their first title since the 70s, and back-to-back Final Fours, and now a championship win against South Carolina. The game is winding down right now. There's 36 seconds left. The Bruins are up 79-51. And I'm going to start recording because, I got a lot to do today, but part of it is celebrating UCLA women's basketball's national title with all of you. And, of course, we have some wonderful What's Bruin Show correspondents in the field right now. Mike is there reporting for 24/7 Sports, and we appreciate his hard work. He's going to have a drive home cast that he's going to send to me in a little while. So this will go up first, and then his will go up later. And then, of course, we'll be back with you later in the week to talk about this. So me and Mike together, I presume. Hey, but we also have the Godfather, Jim Bendat, and his wonderful wife, the Saint Marilyn, out there enjoying the game in Phoenix. And he's sent me, once again, live reporting from the arena. I hope you enjoyed the Final Four game reporting that Jim did. And also, guess what? Our good friend Nancy, who reported with Carrie at the second weekend up there in Sacramento, her and her grandson went out there, and now she's got a couple pictures I'll put up on the Substack and I believe in the Patreon feed. So that's really cool too. And we'll see if by the time I get done recording this, we get any more calls. If not, I'll try to throw in whatever calls we have with what Mike posts later, FYI. So I'm sure we're all excited about this. I know I am. It was a great game to watch. But let's start at the beginning. The Godfather's first report is actually about 20 minutes before game time. There's some great tidbits about Corey Close here, as well as he declares this UCLA women's team before the championship game even starts as the greatest in history. And gee whiz, they sure did show that on the court. And a little bit of heat for SC as well, which I love that, Godfather. So enjoy this first report from the Godfather in the pregame.
That's the UCLA band in the background. We're less than 20 minutes until the opening tip-off of today's national championship game between UCLA and USC. Yes, I said USC. That's the University of South Carolina, the real USC. The other SC, the one in Los Angeles, that's just SC. Not worthy of being deemed a university. But I digress. The excitement is really building here. I think there'll be more Bruin fans in attendance than there were on Friday night. I can see in the Texas section to the left of me that there are a lot of people there wearing Bruin blue. So they scooped up some of those tickets that the Texas folks left behind or obviously sold. I've been staying at a hotel with the Saint. The hotel that we've been staying at is actually the headquarters this weekend for the Women's Basketball Coaches Association. So we've been seeing a lot of coaches all over the hotel, the Hyatt Regency in Phoenix. And I've been wearing UCLA gear, and a number of times this weekend, various coaches have come up to me and just wanting to talk. Everybody's very friendly around here talking basketball. And some of these coaches have come up to me and started talking about Corey Close. Corey Close was, of course, not always the UCLA coach. He had to work her way up through the ranks. And these coaches from around the country, they know love her. They think that she's a wonderful coach and a wonderful person. So that's quite a tribute. And we at UCLA have been lucky to see her development. At first, some of us thought that she had underachieved with some of those great teams with Jordan Canada and other people. They won the NIT 11 years ago. That was an accomplishment. But other times they got to the tournament, maybe got to the Sweet 16, but they didn't advance. Well, last year more than made up for it, and this year tops them all. This is the greatest UCLA team in history. I don't want to take anything away from the 1978 national champions, which was a great team, but this team is on another level. Just terrific group of athletes. They've developed well, and this is it, the championship game. The clock is ticking down. Right now it says 16 minutes until tip-off. So fire up, go Bruins. Let's hope for a victory today.
So the game starts and the Bruins are able to seize control after the first quarter. The second quarter was much closer, but the Bruins, with a nice surge at the end of the first, end up stretching it to an 11-point lead behind some great shooting by Dugalich and Neepkins and Kiki Rice, and just solid play by Lauren Betts in there. And everybody, it's just a total team effort. Like, just name a Bruin starter, name a Bruin player, and they all contributed in this game. So it was really, really wonderful to see that. But they really put themselves in a great position after the first quarter with that nice little surge to get a 21-10 lead going into the second. Let's see what the Godfather had to say about that.
The first quarter has just come to an end here at Mortgage Matchup Center. Championship game, UCLA up 21-10 over South Carolina. The Bruins shot 44% in the first quarter. Carolina just 16.7%. And that's a big difference in the game. Kiki Rice just made a three at the end of the first quarter, and the Bruins have an 11-point lead. That's their biggest lead. They have not trailed at all, so we're off to a great start. Let's keep it going.
Yeah, and the Godfather's right. That step-back three by Kiki really did put a right tone on the game heading into the second quarter, and that was awesome. It was like the Bruins had that little surge at the end of the first quarter, but it was definitely the exclamation mark was definitely Kiki's three-pointer right there. But they get into the second quarter, and this is certainly the most even quarter of the game, even though the Bruins really end up outscoring us South Carolina by 2 and going into the half with a nice lead, and they maintained that. And it's funny, like, remembering the second quarter in my mind before I went back and looked at it, I remember South Carolina actually closing the gap a little bit, but they really never did. And I think what I was thinking of is that they switched over and they started playing a zone midway through the quarter, and they forced UCLA into like 4 or 5 turnovers in a row. And that was really the only point in this game in which UCLA seemed stalled, and which they seemed affected by anything that South Carolina was doing. But to their credit, they weathered the storm. I think Court Close called a timeout, I want to say after that 4th turnover in a row or whatever. And the Bruins just kept scoring and kept playing amazing defense. And I'll tell you, like, Lauren Betts is awesome. She's all world. She's, the best player maybe that UCLA's ever had, certainly the best one on any of these teams. But this team is it's just the epitome of a team, right? And so many contributors in this game that you want to talk about, whether it's Gabriela Jaquez or Neepkins or Leisure Walker. But I think my favorite Bruin that's going to come away from these teams has to be Dugalich. I said it the last podcast we just did. Just her style, her angry looks, her long ass arms, and just playing defense all over the place. I felt like she was like all over the place, affecting the game. And same with Jaquez too. I don't want to take anything away from her as well. Lauren Betts was steady and absolutely reliable as she needs to be. She actually came out of the game with a little bit of a throat issue, which was kind of weird. At halftime, she said it was because of the desert air, I guess, which was kind of bizarre. But point to a player on this team, like I just said, and they all made a great contribution towards this victory. And I'm going to point to Dugalich just because, like I said, she's one of my favorites. But even Charlize Leisure Walker, not everything she tries works out well, but she's just playing with such reckless abandon in this game. She created a lot of opportunities that allowed the Bruins to blow the game open, and then she hit some timely shots as well. And just go right down the line. We're still in the second quarter, so let's talk about what the Godfather had to say going into the half as the Bruins build on their lead in their worst quarter of the game, right? Just let that sink in. In the national title game against South Carolina, they build on their lead. In the quarter, they played the worst, and in which Lauren Betts had to sit out a little bit. But here's the Godfather heading into the half.
We reached halftime here in Phoenix, and UCLA actually increased its lead in the second quarter. The Bruins led by 11 at the end of the first quarter, 21-10. It's now a 13-point lead, 36-23. Bruins have very balanced scoring so far, with Jaquez and Neepkins with 7, Betts with 6, and Rice and Ledger Walker each have 5. So you can't, no complaints here. Bruins lead 36-23 at the half, and we are fired up here in Phoenix.
So the third quarter is where the national title is really won in this game. The Bruins break it open midway through the quarter for reals. I mean, they had a 10-point lead plus throughout the entire first half, really, but the dam really breaks in the middle of the third, and the Bruins outscore the Gamecocks 25-9, and it's just overwhelming. And they deserve so much credit for how well they played in that quarter and really just took the game completely away and just made it a laugher and a celebration for UCLA fans and for the women's team going into the fourth quarter. But just, you look at the shot chart, and the Bruins made like 8 shots inside the paint plus 3 3-pointers, and the Gamecocks had, I think, 3 or 4 buckets total inside the paint, and that's it. The Bruin defense was stifling in this game, absolutely terrific. They were playing hard, taking chances, making shots, and just an absolute, wonderful display. The Godfather sent me something midway through the third, I think, when that surge happened. So let's see how simpatico we are with that take. The Bruins take control of the game midway through this third quarter. Take it away, Godfather.
It's just 4 minutes and 19 seconds here in the third quarter, and the Bruins are on fire. There was a 13-point margin at halftime, and now it's 48-26. UCLA up by 22. Jaquez with 11 points. Betts with 10. It's just a great atmosphere here for UCLA fans, and the Bruins are on fire, and we're just having a great old time here in Phoenix. So it's party time, 48-26. The Saint is telling me not to be overconfident, but I just can't see this team blowing a 22-point lead. We shall see. Go Bruins.
And he also had some thoughts after the third quarter wraps up, heading into the fourth quarter, so let's hear that as well.
We have 26.9 seconds to go in the third quarter, and UCLA has doubled up South Carolina. It's 60-30. The Bruins have outscored them now 24-7 in the third quarter. Here's Lauren Betts at the free throw line. She makes the free throw. It's now 61-30. It's been a party here in the third quarter for UCLA with Lauren Betts on fire, Gabrielle Jaquez on fire, Gianna Neepkins. It's just a tremendous thing that we're seeing here. Here's the quarter winding down. We've got 15 seconds left in the quarter. South Carolina playing for the last shot. I don't think it's going to matter too much. This is a party for the Bruins. They're passing it around, and now they come in. They tried for a shot, but it was blocked by Betts, but they got the rebound. And I believe Carolina will be going to the free throw line with 0.7 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Edwards to the line.
The foul was on Village.
2 shots.
So, Amanda Muse is in the game, so some of UCLA substitutes are getting some action here, and hopefully the entire bench will be cleared toward the end of the game. First free throw is up and good for Carolina. We just reset the clock to 1.1.
Super 2 from the line.
61-32 as she makes the second free throw, and that's the end of the third quarter. And the UCLA crowd, we're on our feet. 61-32 Bruins after 3. 1 quarter to go.
So we go into the fourth quarter, and like I said, it's just a celebration. So I'm going to let Jim, the Godfather, Bendat, his wife Marilyn, take the end of this game and describe it for us. And with so many What's Bruin Show fans out there as well celebrating this national championship, Nancy, her grandson, Bob, we're going to hear from him and his kids in a minute. Mike's out there covering it. He sent me a picture from the floor. So just outstanding time. But let's hear the celebration by the Godfather as the UCLA women's basketball team wins their first national title for the NCAA. Outstanding.
2:25 left in the game. Bruin starting to clear the bench. It's been a total party here in the second half. UCLA now leads 79-46. Absolutely amazing, absolutely fantastic. And person I've sat next to for the last 2 games here, Dr. Jill, big college basketball fan from Connecticut. She was disappointed when UConn lost the other night, but she's been great, giving all the credit to the Bruins here. And she was telling me about Corey Close, who is wearing leather pants tonight. And apparently, Corey Close wears the leather for big events, big games, and she's doing it today. And the saying is, leather up for the big one. So that's exactly what has happened here today. The Bruins have leathered up, and they lead 79-47 with just 2:14 to play.
And they're about to be national champions.
Thank you, Dr. Jill.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Jill, indeed. And thank you once again to the Godfather, Jim Bendat, for that wonderful report. And leather up, the Bruins win the national title. This is outstanding, and some great reporting there. Thank you very much, Jim. So we also have calls to get to. Like I said, we had some other fans out there wanting to be correspondents. So let's get to Bob real quick, see what he had to say. He's got 2 calls here.
Hey, what's Bruin Show? What's up, Bruin Show? This is Bob. Who we got?
Simpson and
my baby B. Bason's right next to us. We are live in the arena. We have 11 minutes, 50 seconds yet left before the game. The vibe is how good, Simpson?
very good.
Very good vibe. Incredible vibe. Jaime Hawkins in the house. Confirmed. Many Bruin fans. This feels good. It just feels like right. Angela Dugalich was on a heater pregame from the corner. Watched her make maybe 5, 6, maybe 10 in a row. Ledger Walker also on a heater. I'm just saying. 1 minute left. Corner 3 from Angela Dugalich. You heard her here on the What's Bruin Show. Love you guys. Yeah. Can't wait to talk to you after or during the game. Go Bruins. Let's go.
A great team game.
Let's bring it home. Let's bring it home.
Go Bruins.
Go Bruins.
Boys, that was outstanding. Thank you very much for that great call. And like I said, a little flavor before the game. And yeah, my favorite player, Dugalich, lighting it up. And she ended up 4 for 8 in the game. What a baller she was. It's just absolutely terrific. I think I have my baller thing here somewhere.
Straight baller.
And of course, it was cool seeing Jaime Jaquez there on the sidelines or sitting in his seats courtside somewhere. That was very cool too. So let's hear what the boys had to say after the game.
What's up, Bruin Brunch? What Bruin Show? We're out of our minds here. Bob, Stinson, Basin. We're looking at the 8 clap time. This is what it sounds like in the arena. UCLA! That's what end of the third quarter, 8 clap sounds like in the arena. We're out of our minds.
We're up by 29.
We're out of our minds,
right?
but we are staying strong. I want to say it right now. Gabriela Jaquez, game of her life. Offensive board, hitting shots, leading the team. She is absolutely out of her mind. Incredible. Gabby Jaquez. 10 more minutes. We're not even talking about what's coming up in 10 minutes, but we're feeling it. The vibe in here is incredible. Go Bruins.
Go Bruins, right? Go
Bruins.
Go Bruins.
Go Bruins.
Go Bruins.
Go Bruins.
Yeah, and Gabriela Jaquez, like, I'm not focused on her, but she's the one who needs to be focused on, right? Lauren Betts, absolutely wonderful and absolutely reliable in this game, even with her throat going bad. Ends up 6 for 10 for 14 points, just as you expect, 11 rebounds, nice double-double. But Gabriela Jaquez, I talked about Leisure Walk, I talked about Dugalich and all that stuff, bearing the lead on this one because she played just an outstanding game. 34 minutes, 21 points, 8 for 14, 2 for 4 from the three-point line, 3 from 3 from the free throw line, 10 rebounds, a double-double herself, 5 assists, only 1 turnover, a steal, and 4 of those rebounds were offensive, and and only 1 personal foul. So just absolutely the game of her life, just an absolute baller.
Straight baller.
She was a magic person.
A magic man.
A magic woman, whatever you want to say. Just absolutely fantastic.
Just a baller, man.
Just a baller. So great job, Gabriela Jaquez, right? We didn't have any other calls on here, I don't think. I'm expecting probably we'll have some more either by the time I do Mike's show or before Tuesday. But gosh, you have anything to say about the UCLA women winning their first NCAA title in women's basketball? Go and call the show, 399 for WBS, second reign of Troy. And this was just a wonderful day. So I have a lot to do today anyway. I'm not going to spend too much time. We got a nice little, you got 20 minutes out of this, and you'll get some more from Mike as he's driving home. God, I don't even know what he's going to say. Like, no one's put more time into reporting on women's basketball than Mike Regalado, for goodness sakes. So feel good for that guy.
Mike Regalado.
Big applause, Big Mike.
Iron Mike.
That guy.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike. So shout out to Mike Regalado.
Hey, shout out to Mike Regalado.
Shout out to Mike.
Yeah, shout out to Mike, because he's done a lot with this. It turned out good that I didn't go to Phoenix. I got a lot done back home. But gee whiz, I hope Mike did enjoy it. And I hope he actually makes it home safe, because God knows if he's going to be safe to drive, as ecstatic as he's going to be coming back from Phoenix. So if you have anything to say, call the show, 805-399-4WBS, second reign of Troy. Thank you to Nancy for the nice photos and videos she sent. Her and her grandson out there, I know they're enjoying it. I'm sure she's going to call at some point. Carrie, I'm sure you're going to call at some point. Anybody else wants to call, you're on the Slack channel. Send whatever you want. But we are celebrating tonight with UCLA's national title. It's wonderful. Very fun, very cool. And until we meet again, until we talk again, go Bruins.
Good evening.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
That was the What's Bruin Show.
Oh my God.
Try us tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's got to be in or out, Mom. In or out. Well, I need the door closed.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Dude, Rob, we play some ball on the West Coast.
The final word is boob.